Okay, I think you know Hyrbiyar is an activist, and then I think it is a good opportunity to hear his views on different Balochistan issues in Balochistan.
Honorable friends have already shed a lot of light on Baloch culture. I'll do, from my political perspective or point of view, I'll also say a few words. It's a good thing. We should promote our culture and talk about it and let the world know who Baloch are, where Baloch live. Because when I came to this country 10 years ago, so lots of people did not know where Baloch were, or they did not even know there was a nation like that which was occupied about 60 years ago. I would like to start by thanking the respected guests who have come from different countries and gave their valuable time to shed light on one of the most important aspects of Baloch society. Luckily, we Baloch are owner of rich culture, deep-rooted language, value traditions. Our ancestors paid ultimate price to uphold our culture despite the effort of occupying states that have tried their utmost to dilute and distort our way of life and impose their alien language and culture on us. The speakers have already explained the history of Baloch language and culture according to their understanding and knowledge. I just would like to add that patriot Baloch have sacrificed their lives to preserve the Baloch culture and tradition. Brave Baloch leaders like Mir Hamal Baloch, Prince Abdul Karim, Nawab Noroz Khan, Ghulam Muhammad Baloch, and countless others all had upheld the Baloch culture of resistance in defiance of their motherland. They fought against foreign invaders, including the Portuguese, Mughals, the British, Punjabi, and the Persians, to keep them off the Baloch land and stop them from polluting the Baloch culture. Similarly, the current Baloch struggle is not only to regain independence, but it is also to protect the Baloch traditions, language, culture, because if we do not struggle to safeguard our language today, Balochi might become extinct or influenced by other languages and become non-existent in its true spirit. According to the Director General of UNESCO, languages are indeed essential to identity of groups and individuals, to their peaceful coexistence. They constitute a strategic factor of progress towards sustainable development and harmonious relationship between the global and local context. UNESCO therefore invites governments, United Nations organizations, civil society organizations, educational institutions, professional associations, and all other stakeholders to increase their own activity to foster respect for and to promotion and protection of all languages, particularly endangered languages, in all individual and collective contexts. However, the occupying states of Iran and Pakistan are doing their utmost to eradicate Baloch language, culture, traditions, traditional values by killing Balochistan's most learned youth, including poets, students, lawyers, and other enlightened members of the Baloch society. Only 2 days ago, they killed and dumped Rahmatullah Shaheen, who was a Balochi language poet and journalist. The systematic mass killing and disappearing and killing of most conscious-minded Baloch illustrate the mentality of occupying forces and their intention to eliminate all those who are promoting Balochi music, poetry, language and culture. The main purpose of destroying well-informed youth is that the occupying states want the educated people to become obedient to them and promote their culture. They are also trying to ethnically flood Balochistan by settling people of other cultures with intention to influence Balochi language and change the demography of Balochistan. The announcement of the state to induct Baloch youth in army is meant to kill two birds with one stone, meaning to divert the Baloch youth's attention from Baloch patriotism and to make them fanatic, uniformed Taliban. Pakistan and Iran have historically enabled the eradication of Baloch identity and culture. The legacy of these states' violence against the Baloch people remain in the unsolved mass disappearance and the lack of justice and accountability for the torture and other crimes against humanity. Baloch today still routinely face collective repression for speaking in their mother tongue and wearing their national dress. Persecution of Baloch activists for their simply saying the word Baloch and Balochistan indicate the scale of institutional violence of defying an entire people and right to speak their language and express their true identity. On several occasions, people have been arrested and humiliated for wearing Baloch national dress and growing beards or folding those in Balochi style, especially in the Marri and Bukti area. Mustaches and beard of several Baloch have been forcefully shaved by Pakistani officials in a bid to disgrace them and make them look like Punjabi occupiers. All nations give priority to their languages, culture, national identity, so should we, the Baloch. Baloch scholars such as Zaid, Zaud Shah Hashmi and Dr. M.Y. Durra Baloch, also known as Mir Durra, tried to standardize Balochi language and introduce a common Balochi script. But after their death, not many people have pursued their dream to complete the mission of these scholars. Today, despite facing similar difficulties, Kurdish, Tamil, Sindhi, and other occupied nation languages are internationally recognized. But unfortunately, Balochi is yet to reach to the stage, which is an indication that we must work hard to promote Balochi language and culture. We should encourage and help those scholars who are genuinely working hard to promote Balochi language in Balochistan and on international level. Before I finish, I once again thank the honorable guests for their contributions, and I congratulate the organizer of this conference for this successful event. I do hope that Baloch Culture Society will continue to organize meetings, conferences, and study circles to promote Balochi culture, language, and traditions. Thank you.
Okay.